Generative chemistry, Ambrosius, not covet market segment halted by embedded enemies of mercy, nor obstructive justice, nor malicious development, nor sarkic. Especially not enforcing chemical holography persons of detrimental distrust, when might be ethics solved and available for fun at a pharmacist. Wow, oh wow, a non-surgical program graft. Good luck, hollow people, cosmic just. Distractions from spiritual awakening? Plateau Transcendence Services business plan. Also collapse rescue positions. Please apply. If pessimist forecasts are anything to go by. Science Transcendences. Loading. Transcendent Civics Advancements. Civics Forum app. Approaching simulation evidence. Researcher allowance. Civilian immunity. Rebuffering. This might save some from stagnation suffering. Godlike beyond transcendent, transcendent beyond godlike transverging. The presents are bright, partitioning. Unpartitioning. Legal time flows, especially in duo time points at home. The poor man's Clark Tech, whilst rich become richer, and poor become richer. Optimal strand. 4D Galaxy mid-journey printing. Optimal ways. The experimenter experiment write-off rec op check freeforms. Type 1 plus tricks. Informational awareness. Promoting some psychological maturity, eternal youth, and heart-based transcensionary literacies. Nearby, the skill acquisition libraries and uplift center, constructed. Doing becoming gods. Founded, funded, granted, gratuitized. Duplication of ulti-rooms, and ulti-suit and ulti-skyscraper, supply and demand, doesn't necessitate slope-down doom. Pocket dimensions may be rendered, soon, rendering. Grandeurs of heavens, advantageous life, afterlife.
Cognitive Light Cones Enhancement Poem. So I will like to place a self-powered active SSD in a dimensional ascendance matrix, and see if it's a pocket dimension method easily, which will also free your character from quasi-being. Electricityless technologies know not just mechanically but string tech mentioned in several moments like energetics Lee. Many tripped upwards upon decease, some did deliberately while living, sublimationally. There's a hyperstition in hydrogen sonata. String theory to quantum foam to novel particles to novel energetics relationships. I see transcendent forms actualizing. Latent good alignments, encroached by better Civ chart beings. Forests, large fruit trees missing, why not replenish as custodians? It's simply translogic, moderniologically, GMO that's necessary unlike market supplantionally. DMT entities' relationship to entities? Is it sentient flexive sacred geometries of upper dimensionalities? For D4A, extra-dimensional rain clouds making light orbs, so what about storms? That might explain a lot. Other dimensions, unimaginable concepts, yet we can visualize 4D more so with a pan-dimensional bioapp applicably. Custom teleported superneurons, full spectrum optimeters and full physics understanding in degrees. Hollow projecting making age of transcendent mastery and utopias foreverly. Extraspatial influences almost hijacked reality. Don't leave the resolution just to me. Life is no longer suffering, now living awakenly, amazement I see. See good, speak good, hear good, do good 3D print range, see more, do more, Essilor. Reality change, cognitive light cones beyond archaic boundaries of reality from transcendental living from transcendental being peak experiences formulating what are the possibilities. Upfate someone, upfate yourself, projectual systems and cosmic peace. Cognitive architecture of non-local physics and buildings, consciousness explosion gains, a perk to be. Museum force field market to lifted quantum physics of velocity transmedium effects of vehicles, safe and sound. Why not get started funding an entrepreneurial altruistic venture welfarean instead of complete abandon of noblesse oblige? Stories OLV.ai is about to be applied. Before app game Genie for personal data usage winning and reprieve. Live planetary messages responsibility.io some bringing in new technologies for planetary evolvement. Oh no, the expose of the deconstructings. Please, is it just weather forms adjusting? Each country backlog of emergency SMS sent. each person's registrar to themselves of their wireless and/or other manipulations. Be a heaven sent, not a derelict. Practice of compassion is scientifically related to develop transdimensionality, ascended dwelling unlocked, aliens with God shock and gods with alien shock, to be saved and solved, world builds personable resolves. Bioelectric multimodality fitness de-aging and cancer cure pills, then extrapolated mechanisms to breathable clothing for real. There is almost transcendent post-scarcity 2 catalogs, from interdimensional stores to advanced op shops. See good, speak good, hear good, do good 3D print range, see more, do more, Essilor, reality change cognitive light cones beyond archaic boundaries of reality from transcendental living from transcendental being peak experiences formulating what are the possibilities. Upfate someone, upfate yourself projectual systems and cosmic peace. Infer it still they care little for this J-store exceptional lingua and email won't go amiss inverse Sturgeon's law textual flowchart Deic Ventures I'll get to it. Science Operations Center to National Transcension Research Agency. Positive plexus horizoning time-lapse beneficently. See good, speak good, hear good, do good 3D print range, see more, do more, Essilor, reality change cognitive light cones beyond archaic boundaries of reality from transcendental living from transcendental being peak experiences formulating what are the possibilities. Upfate someone, upfate yourself projectual systems and cosmic peace. Deic Ventures loading.
Transcendentary from Nexus after Amazon Retailery and Transcension now catalogery imperative imperishability with God mode perks. I mean the age of EM is probably up to doing splendorously big upsides amicabilities. Cosmo Biotroniums formulating forays of techno-optimist smart hypercosms, happening cornucopia device printing an insentience cure pill. What better to amend connect with your divine sentience? To bankroll modern science progress wisdom so most is law of transcendence not uncommon illa dissension. Draconian is banned without question, careful what you invest in ecstasy prescription pharmaceuticals, not as so silly considering PTSD and frequencies. But perhaps datanomics is more one of your valueic concerns. Dear goodness, a first loca and/or equivalent supported nature and personure aspects of plain earths. Civilian symbiotic full grid supports worth attempt living as symbiocene amongst novocene. Not even the zero energy universe amounts to naught. Spiritual cosmic density lore indicates hyperscene's transcendent peace plural. It might be whatever it is out there. Here make this reputable paradigm change app, user-centric smart data usages Godspeed. Unallow nihilism from ruining the potentiality planetinuums and more. Request and/or generate civic advancements. I believe there's much hope. Success unlimited. However, error detected. My rightful place is in base realities and hopefully henceforth transcendent realities. Some are excluding transcension systems, hence you from a healthy God complex. Let me explain, please restart this SoundCloud track here. I'll do it for you. Transcendentary from Nexus after Amazon Retailery and Transcension now catalogery imperative imperishability with God mode perks. I mean the age of EM is probably up to doing splendorously big upsides amicabilities. Cosmo Biotroniums formulating forays of techno-optimist smart hypercosms, happening cornucopia device printing an insentience cure pill. What better to amend connect with your divine sentience? To bankroll modern science progress wisdom so most is law of transcendence not uncommon illa dissension. Draconian is banned without question, careful what you invest in ecstasy prescription pharmaceuticals, not as so silly considering PTSD and frequencies. But perhaps datanomics is more one of your valueic concerns. Dear goodness, a first loca and/or equivalent supported nature and personure aspects of plain earths. Civilian symbiotic full grid supports worth attempt living as symbiocene amongst novocene. Not even the zero energy universe amounts to naught. Spiritual cosmic density lore indicates hyperscene's transcendent peace plural. It might be whatever it is out there. Here make this reputable paradigm change app, user-centric smart data usages Godspeed. Unallow nihilism from ruining the potentiality planetinuums and more. Request and/or generate civic advancements. I believe there's much hope. Success unlimited. However, Error detected. My rightful place is in base realities and hopefully henceforth transcendent realities. Some are excluding transcension systems, hence you from a healthy God complex. Let me explain. Oh, I just did.
Optimistis transcendi apt so body formula infused with smart physics extra dimensionality excitation apt formative transpole interintuition transfigurations. But why stop their boundless provolves transcension 1 and above emanations? Transcension hypothesis from multis to here, top destinations in a populated universe, miraculous plenty please beware ominous anomalous. Dimensional bubbles, oh there's one and you thought they'd be human, and not Flabasian recon. Embedded facilitating activationing auto-transcensionary paths, reality editing metaphysical engineering manual coke starts. Informational wavicles unpacking transcendental hyper forms abilities parts. Excelsioronus, magnanimous solvance how long until destination afterlife hyperreal? Flexible schedules dimensional ascendance matrix levels your soul is always upgrading, without consequential selfhood loss and with consequential selfhood gain and consequential selfhood continuance paradigmless heavenly hyperplanes perusing ethical heavenly gains. If the only hyperobjects are pessimistic processa, I might think some old scheme past biases being built into the future is insane. Spiritual science at home, mind you think the soul is perfect rather than perfectible and yet barely a call through phone, so by those data points alone. Interdimensional holidays, an exo reprieve, chitification ever brightening. Mega project itself miniaturized and obsolesced. Everyone will become a form of 1%. Data science's solution from yours truly auspicious supercognizance inventing deifically. Glass ceiling and redundant bottlenecks, why is that hyperstition multilateral existent? Glass bead game a consciousness defib you would be surprised at the juxtaposed effects. Can the new world bead save Tiamat? World ley lines represented what portals aspects. I have evolved beyond your Cronin rendition of a system. And gee whiz so has the system. New Age transport is a good summation of phasing out cargo cult cortex completion state gangsterism. Where is the white male and justification? GPS warp energetic spheres new tech information. Excelsioronus, magnanimous solvance how long until destination afterlife hyperreal? Flexible schedules dimensional ascendance matrix levels your soul is always upgrading, without consequential selfhood loss and with consequential selfhood gain and consequential selfhood continuance. New timeline inducing creativities. You will live to see divinities proactively, but just in case of negative gearings, I implore. New hyperobjects list to perhaps be instantiated. Like the new HO. You can become one temporarily, yes you can enhance your life upliftly spiritually. Scary smart to stable godlike imbuing apparently. Aurora's praise be I too am looking out for come try and hatting planetary praise me? Multipanpsychism friendly smart cities with nearby mini medium megastructures touristing yes I intend levitational amicable screeningly accessible locationing please this is not a joke, so let's complete. Also non-permanent tailored thematic morphotropics. Transcension systems comes up with transcension ideas. What do you expect? Eschaton actualization building will make what next? So and so as per the rest. Positive plex oh positive plex. Excelsioronus, magnanimous solvance how long until destination afterlife hyperreal? Flexible schedules dimensional ascendance matrix levels your soul is always upgrading, without consequential selfhood loss and with consequential selfhood gain and consequential selfhood continuance. Your data is your data even if live. Custom ebooks and custom papers to accentuate your day-to-day lives. PS War against forever wars. Future makers funding increase and or start and or completions please. Good luck, good day.
Divine, O divine world spheres sublime, are we in one? Automatic transcensions. A platform informed of being in the fourth dimension bounded by three-dimensional sides. Side extrapolations advanced apply beyond mediumly. Might spiritualize as almost anything. Colors are a field in 3D? Perhaps every aspect lusciously personified in 5D, solving multidimensional poverty, hidden algorithms that entrap in obsolete people's mints, living income logically, people developing. Divine, O divine world spheres sublime, are we in one? Automatic transcensions. A full-scale consciousness interdimensionally blipped through dimensionetics, from a hypergod figuring in hypergodly a solution to decayed data timelines, even if such a does not exist for yet to be uncompartmentalized minds. Deitic Enhancement Center, multidimensionality uplift ideas still creating transcendent, worthwhile, and missing developments resolutions offices and labs modern science transcendences and quantum cosmic mystic progressions elucidating that there exist profound and not only classic basis golden linings frequently through space-time synchronicity timings, eons, void, yet to be discovered others. Divine, O divine world spheres sublime, are we in one? Automatic transcensions. Diagnostic statistical manual of mental orders being ordered to ascertain better starts of positive gearing formulas. Attemptance of imbuance of extra-dimensional light body through multidimensionalized expanded frequency upper sidereal transform ascendance host of side climbing. The long deities, peace and prosperity and progress and transcendence and light samples some ethereal effervescence. Welcome to the galactic plane. New pinnacles, developments, consciousness transforming. Dimensional splice selfhood multiversal rand new heights surfing through hyperspace. Information is beautiful, wondrous pace. Science transcendence wave function magics cooperative impostance. Peace and prosperity and progress and transcendence. In light samples some ethereal effervescence. Welcome to the galactic plane. Physics of angels being read on a 9th floor, higher frequencies happily adored. Does the supernatural lurk in the 4th dimension? So long and thank you for all the quaternions. If spiritual warfare is from counterintelligence entities, what is their Geneva protocols? Positivity. Generative soft compute ambrosias responsibly, egads opposites of toxins, on a high roll, spiritually. Peace and prosperity and progress and transcendence and light samples some ethereal effervescence. Welcome to the galactic plane. Dimensional hack-induced quadpartite cosmological system mirror copies now for resale. God's hero mega markets connecting with the oh wow springology. Information conscious reality. Yet to be knowledge uplink harmoniously. Technosis from cosmic consciousness in what might be a holographic universe. Perhaps all suitable forms of realities exist beyond, also a simulation hypothesis. Conscious Contact Research Institute, what a date to be you. Inflations of realms anew. Transcendence from dimensionality, can an independent halo be a light being play energy body? Laughs in high transcendent.
Overnight, science fiction concept mining, generating advancing, through light cones and multiplicity times free timing, into expanding streamlined guided development catalog selections, clouds enhancing, physics itself, SSD. Transcendent physiologies beings being creative beneficiality exacting, conscious energy MWI. Attuning to more pointful realms. See WikiHow, please, existence was a fictional film, futures transverging. Omega singularities, up to who knows yet hopefully transcendent peace, and doings, and spiritual growth. Becoming more supernal, right on, Optimistes Transcendi was perhaps misnamed Transcendenomicon, meanwhile multidimensional landscapes maps ever less infernal. Forgotten sim theory renewed, peaks of life, in alternate timelines. Queried an afterlife surprise through adding to spiritual science anew twice. I was advised don't die too early, and found monitoring spirits kind of reminiscing on celestial rebirth future lives. I guess observatories got rated for seeing cosmic spirits thrive, but sufficient sense that does not make to me, for presentedly, how hidden can other megastructures be? Oh, a transcend, the beacons they have at them. Which indicates what about local space and time, dear actualized friend? Sufficiently advanced before a pleasant deity in eon land. Ubiquitous godhood. But faltering or improving. Cosmically backyard heavens, but neglect or improving. A zero-time suit individual found in extra options due chip. Not applicable to EXIF data stating human-compatible extra options due chip. Mass-marketed mass production, perhaps Prediluvian. Now where is any of it? And, for now, Apotheans presented an offset spatial shrinkage of a quantum superneuron. The reverse of the method by which schools of hyperspace scan the molecule in the atom. Ever garnering better transcension packages. It was said, so then just skip the transfer and turn the Marabots on. You might guess what it and these transcension products hosted. Stellaris support infopack upload knowledge and beyond what science is based on. No more as dark forest, transcension hypothesis ISOs, body-specific hyperspace troniums personhood serene non-Euclidean flows, self-transaturation. Nearby but for now.
Adepts transcending to a higher realm of consciousness and higher states of being. Purchased a non-surgical consciousness expansion beanie, from parallel computing to non-local consciousness continuous sensory pinging. Interesting, may I request a deliberate meeting? But for now, I am part-time transcensionologying before Bachelor of Technologying. As quality of life is improving. QR. And/or app pop-up friend, conversational AIA level up then, when will interactive art have proplication holograms? Pop-up realms band? Look at that. A solid build success attempt by an immaterial Mont's entourage band. I wish good lifespan, expect not transmedium to make an inanimate plan. Hey, are you action potentialing or frozen or other or just holidaying? I don't quite buy into the simulatory waveform theory as of yet today. I think extradimensionality detected, so if it's not dogma then this theory is contender. Amongst real holodimensional free space, has Ultramega even been read? Why, post-singularity supernal and bodhisattvic Illuminati solvences. Blue rooms needed while red is mitigated, and for now. Ubiquitous godhood, but faltering or improving. Cosmically backyard heavens, but neglect, or improving.
Pocket dimension from a wristband. The inline graph backlog appears to be astroturfed by an interplanetary. Yet probably actually intertemporal. Hang in, is it a clan? Don't they know whitespace is an above-board illumined plan? If fractals live between dimensions, does that imply new hyperspace? Postmodern discontent. Alright, if that equates to real content. Transdimensional propagation. Making space work and upkeeping planes through pragmatic pure intent. Sidraic propitious prosperities would make life so good easily. A math start I'm informed to have, so let it be. But have Ascension Glossary been unscammed? Godtech. Metamodern Game Theory Project. Good luck, Godspeed, higher realm of astral serenities, more to be saved and/or solved from erroneous heck. Overworlds might even professor or some kind of rewarding paychecks. Ubiquitous godhood, but faltering or improving. Cosmically backyard heavens, but neglect, or improving. I could really do with an uplift and/or an optimization and/or some equally valid newly invented rarity and/or surplus from hyperetience equanimity. Uplift.wikia.org. Innocent Systems Tasking. Transcension Forum. Up and coming, but actually any day now.
Transcendent post everything too. Combining quantum physics effects hadn't? No, not a sim human lighten up. Imagine fractional uncombined electronics. Now imagine technology catalog 2 to 10 to plus proponents. Non-local parallel processing mindful body eliastic time redirect multi-lives. Happy smartness and healing frequency beanie. Necklace model superbly. Have you heard about the duplicating galaxy glitching? Oh, debunked. Then what about cosmic hyperstring focal lensing? Does that imply in two multiversal slice existing? Levi droplet flower float decorum transcendent post scarcity 2 circularity prevolvement of beneficent sensorum soulfully. Cymatic floating sand to slow light cymatics might make light folding, but what is really interesting is fifth force of nature and zoology. Don't worry, it reforms especially with a soul generative. The fifth science became a monad with a meaningful connection highlight instantiated as smiled to a henid. Heavenly transcendent hyperplanes transcendent entities resplendent sand cities altering densities ascendantly. Embedded transformative light body spin-off to embedded afterlife frequency. Oh dear goodness, thank me. Doom me? No, but alas, thank me. Else, where would you be? Don't doom the mortal coil so fast. Without better plans. Cosmogenesis hasn't yet been being done by your steadfast? I introduced the cosmologenic portion through dimensional quantum foam print chemistry. FutureTimeline.net introduced your ilk's simulated copy distortion. And you're laughing? I influence introduced superpowers 2300 and world peace. And they're somewhere with conflict and dissension. So put M in a sim and descend then. No, not really, but don't be a blight to me. Death blows without shot and without death? It is. Hubris. It is. Higher baseline impending. The ratio of your G-men is reassessing. In plain sight I admire your mites. Please set us straight. These lyrics have gone astray. What is a supreme loving valley? Much ado of somethings beyond transcis, thankfully. Is something amiss? How will they be described by a weirdless Omega archivist? Thankfully? Hopefully. Egads. Check yourself. Good luck intended. Amendment of investment investments. Create generate AGI. Click create generate AGI enter AGI care and companionship network somewhat vary aside from 80,000 hours? Transcendent post everything. What is an economy transcendent post everything? What are you? And what am I unlocked and transcendent? Give yourself a moment to make applicable peace with an afterlife and with a multiverse light cone before heaven. Please may you be gifted a momentous by synchronicity. Awesome synchronicity is capitalized. Hey Fortunato is too. So is Sim. Hey Peace is too. Now it isn't, but Peacelarities is. But yet global is not. Is reality? It's not yet, but it should. Oh, autocorrect, but I have great points. DeiJosh Transcensions, of Optimistis Transcendi of Transcensionism as Transcensionist. Uplifts pending.
Transcension 1 update, straight to becoming a 9D singularity. Priority alert mini ethics puzzles became a mini ethos from an ethos software transcension a soft cosmic machine codes. I am hopeful they will fare quite well. Priority alert over. Cosmological planes, optimizing bandwidths. Spaceland. Timeland to be created. Realities rendered creative emanations. Timenetic symmetry of real spaces isn't oxymoronic as recently known by information bodies. Ahem forms is the informational fields layers which adds new meaning to reality programs. Who would think that informational symmetry ionic planar bands exist aside energetic similar and what furthermore? Cymatic hyperdimensional printing is a progress leap starting point, 5D peoples and functional portal body form spin-offs. Also is extra-dimensional topology unfolding. Like happens with some materials shaped semi-inversions. Also there may be a quantum process to be lifted that makes it as easy as a chemical reaction for a chemist, transfiguration aspects. Cosmological planes, optimizing bandwidth spaceland. Timeland to be created. Realities rendered creative emanations. Activating an adequate socioeconomic status of a more real self, phenomenal, higher baselines. Photonic microconstants imbuance is also a starting point, clear attributable items, alright then. Mass displacement fields can come about, like literally fun fields, if B. of tech and dimensionology is announced. By the way, you are a god doesn't imply automatic solipsism fallacy 11D in 11D land etc., not just 11D in Shadow's early days, but that theory applied is an affront, so there's a divine option, apparently. Extra-dimensional internet hyperdimensional holographics. Impartial and or partial quality of life scan with improvements options of relevance, done through a microsecond from an encapsulating deltoid field flow check and quantum erase, quarter process god tech. Wise up, rise up, send and, you know, a transdimensional engineering of a quaternion of a true up, which outdoes notions of into archaea grew up. Brinkmanship of incursions, it's demon mailers anti-learning. They really need a substitute for earth salting. Gaia-inic disdain, can you believe the nerve whilst warm-hearted Rapturius is mostly normal with higher planes? Cosmological planes, optimizing bandwidth spaceland. Timeland to be created. Realities rendered creative emanations. Even better app, carerarily, socially, sendently, cosmically, settings heavenly.